All right, so the electric mower, um, everybody thinks, oh, this is a pretty low maintenance stuff. You just charge and cut your grass, and that's it. There is no oil change. There is no, not even greasing. Although you're supposed to grease it, but you could ignore if you don't care about the lifespan. But what nobody talks about is the deck, right? The the deck gets like these. Let me back up a little bit. In about one or two cut, if your grass is remotely wet, like even little bit wet, it doesn't have to be sogging wet, which is the case for most of the growing season, exactly when you would need this riding mower. The grass are wet. You see, these are not really wet. I see if I can squeeze it, my hand is still dry. But as you can see, this thing is like so thick that all the you have to probably dig a couple of more inch to even get to this bottom. So it's actually rusting the deck. That's one. But number two, which is most critical, nothing comes out. After moving like 30 seconds, this whole thing got clogged and nothing comes out. And this is useless, completely useless. Now, to clean it, some people say, okay, you know what, you need to unplug those things first. First of all, you have to unplug those electrical connection, and then there is this quick release. If you could imagine this quick release, but there is no way you could quickly release it because this thing probably, I don't know, maybe 100 lb. I don't know exactly how much, but you have to hold this lever with one hand and then pull this 100 plus lb thing with other hand, right? And you have to be mindful so that you not crush your finger under, which is like very hard, extremely hard. And yeah, if you have two people, then maybe, but for one person, it's really difficult job to get the latch as well as the lever, especially on the other side where you don't have the access to the other lever, right? So that other lever you could lower and upper on that side. At least you could get this side. So it's very difficult. But even if you have done it, then pulling it out from it is also another heavy task. Some people suggest you just drive over it, but I don't feel comfortable at all because these are like very delicate. I'm sure they will crack if you go over a couple of times. So pulling it out is another big issues. And then once you did it, what do you do with it? You can flip it. Yeah, the dirt gonna go in there, dig in there, and then it's gonna be a troublesome job to actually flip it back. But even moreover, you see, whenever I try to do this wheel, there's a slide. So I had to give a support so that the wheel doesn't slide. So in every way, working with this thing, clearing with this thing is a complete mess, and you have to do it like every time you cut it. So yeah, I don't know what to say, and I'm not even talking about sharpening the blade, which happens like every couple of weeks. You have to sharpen it if you really want it. I even give up on that. Yeah, the only thing happened is just it uses more electricity. You have to go over someplace twice maybe. But yeah, so I don't even sharpen it anymore because just too much work. So yeah, I mean, maintaining a deck is real crazy. Yeah, so while we are here, let me give you a demonstration like what we are talking about here. Look, do you see? It's like a couple of inch thick. Look at that. It's good. You see, that's my finger. So it's 3-inch thick. So yeah, you have to clean it, and then you have to reverse everything I just said before. it's a good 1 hour job. So, story of life.